What is going on, guys? Joel here, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and also taking a first look at the new Nexus 7 second generation. Now the Nexus 7 of course is powered by Google, as we're going to be running full Android on there. Of course that's what all Nexus devices are. And taking a look at the box here, I did actually pick up the 16 gigabyte model, which is the Wi-Fi only model. And they also have a 32 gigabyte model, Wi-Fi only, and they are soon to come out with an LTE version, so you can always have internet access on the go. But that is still not available yet. Right now they only have the Wi-Fi only models available, so I picked up the 16 gig. It cost me $229, which is pretty cheap for a full running Android tablet. And the specs inside of this thing is going to be a 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon S4 processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM. And it's going to have Bluetooth 4.0 support along with NFC support as well. Also, you can do wireless charging, and it has a 3950 milliamp battery. And again, it's going to be available in 16 gigs and also 32 gigs from the internal storage, and has a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera with a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box and see what we get inside of this packaging. Now, I did notice that the Nexus 7 second generation boxing and packaging and everything was a lot simpler than the original Nexus, because I do remember a lot of people had trouble even opening the box on the original Nexus 7. But it seems like Google and ASUS made that a lot more simpler with their packaging this time. So first we get the Nexus 7 tablet right here. Of course it's going to be a 7-inch tablet, but we'll take a look at that here in a second. Let's go ahead and see what else we have in the box. Now we're going to have some literature here. First we have our warranty and safety guide right here. And then we also have our different language warranty and safety as well here. And we have how to power on our device in 2 different languages, one being English and the other one being, and I do not even know what that is. But it just tells you how to power it on, volume, and also it is NFC capable. That's another thing to note. It does have NFC technology built into it, but we'll talk about that here a little later. Next we have our micro USB cable for charging and syncing your device, and also we have our power adapter for the wall to charge our new Nexus 7. Now going back to the Nexus 7 itself, we're going to go ahead and unpackage this from the plastic. And we do have this nice new designed Nexus 7 tablet. It does have a new little design on the back. It's more of a matte. It's more of a matte type of finish, kind of rubbery, and it actually looks nice. I like this look better than the original Nexus 7. Now taking a look at the side, we have our power and sleep button right here, along with our volume buttons and also our microphone. And taking a look up top, we have our headphone jack. And then towards the bottom, we have our micro USB port. And then now flipping into the back, we do have a 5 megapixel camera along with some speaker grills at the top as well as at the bottom. So we have 2 stereo speakers on the Nexus 7. Now on the front, we do have a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera. And right above that, we have a little ambient light sensor. And towards the bottom of the device in the front, we have a little LED indicator right here for your notifications. Now taking a closer look at the back, we do see that we have a different design that I actually prefer than the original. Like I mentioned earlier, it gets more like a flat matte finish on it, and it seems like it won't attract many fingerprints as well. Now it is rather thin. It's about 8.65 millimeters thin, so it feels like it is thinner than most tablets out there. But we'll take a look at that here in a second and kind of compare it to the iPad mini. Now first, booting it up, we get our Google screen here along with the Nexus logo when it's starting up, and then we get the welcome screen. We'll go ahead and set it up, and once you're done setting it up, we get Android 4.3 booted up and loaded. Now you do need to install a quick little update, so I went ahead and updated it while shooting this video, and now we get Android 4.3 on our device right here, fully updated and all that good stuff. Now the Nexus of course always gets those Android updates ASAP. As soon as they push them out, the Nexus devices are going to be the first ones to get them. So that is why it is great to have a Nexus device. You get those updates as soon as Google pushes them out. Now taking a look at the actual display, a little closer look, we do have a full 1920 by 1200 resolution. So it's going to be 1080p HD with a 323 ppi, which is quite amazing. It's going to outdo, of course, the iPad mini, which I'm sure you guys will probably compare this to. Now, if we compare it slightly real quick, I just want to do a little quick comparison here. The iPad mini is rather larger, of course, because it is a bigger tablet. It's a 7.9-inch tablet, when the Nexus 7 is a 7-inch tablet, or a 7.02-inch if you want to be technical. But yeah, so you see here, the iPad mini is still thinner, but the Nexus 7, it's not that much thicker. Here's a little comparison, little side-by-side comparison. I actually prefer the Nexus 7 in size, the way it does have that 16:10 ratio, aspect ratio, as to where the iPad mini has a 4:3 ratio. It seems like it's more of a tablet to be holding in landscape mode, but it is still great to hold it in portrait mode. Fits better in the hand than the iPad mini, because the iPad mini does have that wider screen right there. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the first look and unboxing of the Nexus 7 second generation. But if you do want to go ahead and pick one of these up, I'll leave all the links down below in the description. This is pretty cheap tablet, guys, so go ahead and check it out. I definitely recommend this from first use. This is actually my first time using a Nexus device, or actually owning one, not using one, but owning a Nexus device. They are pretty cheap. This one's going to be running $229, so go ahead and check the links down below, as I'll leave the best pricing and availability. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and also go ahead and hit that like button if you did like this video. Not only helps me, but it supports the channel as well. And if you still haven't followed me on any of my social networks like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or Instagram, all the links will be down below in the description. But if you feel like being awesome, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I come out with all of my future videos like this and all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. All right, peace.